Hey, what is up everyone? I'm back to show you this spectacular glitch here that allows you to take the clinic ship. This is something that you're not supposed to have. Actually, you're not even supposed to equip this to your frontier ship, and I've actually shown a previous method recently where you're able to take the den and use that on your frontier ship. If you've yet to check that out, I highly recommend it because you can duplicate a bunch of items. Not only this, I'm going to also show you an incredible God mode glitch that you can use on your ship. Now, as you can tell, this ship is massive. It's just large, overwhelmingly large, and you can tell from the first clip that it's not supposed to land there at all. And there are some funkier things that can happen, and I'll tell you how to avoid this if you are trying to do this glitch in general. But pretty much it can break some things, but it's not permanent. I believe this is part of Atlantis, which is completely wild because it's out there in space. So let's first start off with the God mode. What you can do is if you are almost close to being taken out, because for example right here, this bandit's about to annihilate me here. What had happened here is I actually ended up pausing the game fairly quick and then going straight to the load screen and then loading the same exact autosave back up. What you will notice in this clip is that half of my ship is destroyed. I thought that this was quite odd, and I thought maybe I was pretty much stuck with a broken ship. Sure, I could go back with a quick save or a different save in general, but I actually found out that this is a God mode glitch. I'm taking so much damage and nothing's going on with the bar on the right side. I would recommend you guys trying this out and see if you can nail it down. I thought it was pretty cool, so I thought I would share it with y'all. It can definitely be activated if you can time it just right. Other than that, something cool to try out. With that being said, let's talk about this second glitch. We are now going to go over how to claim the clinic as your ship, and in fact you can do this with the den as I've mentioned at the start of the video, and if you would like to check out that video again, you can check out that from the previous video. What we're going to be doing now is straight up opening up the map, and we want to locate a specific system. This is going to be the Narian. We need to first travel over here and then go towards the right side so that we can then head over towards the clinic. And on the other side of this planet here, there's going to be the other star station. We are going to go towards the bottom right one because this is going to take us to the clinic as I've just mentioned. Let's go ahead and travel there. Once you have arrived, go ahead and go straight forward. You want to arrive at the clinic, dock. Next, we want to go ahead and talk to the ship vendor. He does not have any ships for sale, but he will allow us to change out our ships. We're going to talk to him, go towards the bottom. Then from there, we want to make sure that we have the frontier. You can try this out on other spaceships. It's entirely up to you. From there, we're going to leave, and then we want to locate a bandit or locate someone that we could start a fight with. And we want to dock their ship. If you do not know how to do this, you do want to pick up the perk that allows you to target engines. Then from there, target the engine and dock the spaceship. There's going to be 3 enemies, there could possibly be more, it really depends on the spaceship. We are going to then arrive and go straight forward and board. When you are inside, take out all the enemies like I just mentioned, blame the spaceship, and then we're going to undock. Make sure that all of your equipment, or specifically the engine there, has fully repaired itself. We could then head back towards the Narian system, then go towards the right, and then travel towards the clinic. We are going to arrive at the same exact spot that we were just at a few minutes ago, and now we're back at it again here. Go ahead, dock up, and then head straight towards the vendor. We want to make this fairly quick here because if we take too much time, it may just ruin the glitch. So as soon as you hold down board and you see the screen fade into black, you then want to prepare yourself to run forward, go towards the right, instantly talk to the ship vendor, go towards the bottom of the dialogue, and then go towards the right, the frontier, and make sure that that is your home ship. You should hear some sounds that a spaceship is being lifted off. From there, you want to then enter inside. If you time it just right, what you should see at the top here is 2 options, board and cockpit. This means you've done it correctly. You then want to hit R and E. If you're on console, it's going to be a different button there. Then from there, when you exit out and you go towards the right, you can talk to the ship vendor again, go towards the bottom dialogue. Then you should see on the right side here, we have the clinic. This ship is massive. You can actually break it down and then customize it, and yeah, completely wild. I was completely blown away too, not to mention that this was even possible. I would highly recommend you guys try it out on a alternative save so that you're not messing with your main save, because again, there is some sort of bugs that can go on with this. Now, on the other hand, the cool thing is that you can actually travel to the clinic from just simply going inside the frontier, then going up and clicking board. This means you no longer have to travel to Narian in order to get to the clinic. It's permanently attached to the frontier. I do not recommend that you sell the ship, because let's say that you do sell the clinic ship. What will happen is that it will completely break the game in just a weird way. Certain textures will be out there in space. For example, as you guys saw at the beginning with Atlantis, it was just right there in space for no reason. This can happen, and that's just something you do not want to do, is sell the ship. If you keep the ship as it is, you're going to be fine. There's not going to be any real issues. It's just the second that you sell it, then purchase it again, that's when things go a little bit wild. You know, things just turn out to be way too weird, and things end up like flip-flopping around, like including the ships. It's weird. Just avoid it at all costs. Other than that, this is a pretty safe glitch. I do recommend doing this on an alternative save. Again, something that you're gonna just mess around with. There is two things that can go on with this bug. For example, you may not trigger it fast enough, and so when you do go back towards the spaceship, you're not going to hear any noise or anything like that. That can happen, but if you do it right, you will hear the noise. If you try to trigger it too soon by entering into your spaceship way too quickly, what will happen is that the clinic will not be docked, and you cannot use it as your ship either. So that can happen, so you really need to time it just right. So let's move on and talk about profit. Is it possible that you can gain some sort of credit out of this? No, not necessarily, because unfortunately it does cost some money to make this ship your ship. And that's the only issue with this. It's not like the Den glitch where you could constantly, sell it and then buy it back and then get your credit back. It's not like that. There are some other locations like Deimos. Possibly the key can also work as well. I've yet to try that one, but I know Deimos can definitely work. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think about this. I know that this is something that not a lot of people thought was possible, but it is definitely possible. You can do this with so many different star stations if you like. Again, like I said, Deimos would be one. You can try this over at the other star stations, but also right here is a great example of why you do not want to sell that ship. If you do sell the ship, this is what's going to happen. So try to avoid selling it. That is great that that was there as a great example to what you don't want to do. Anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I'll answer them within the first hour or two. Appreciate all the love and support from the recent videos. You guys are awesome. I really just try to post some really cool glitches, and I put a lot of work in this. So with that being said, thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.